Going.
Hello, my name is Khalid, and I wanted to make this video for our project of English 332. And I have a business here by St. Cloud State. It's called KwikFix Electronics, and I just wanted to show some of the students that how can they repair their screens by themselves. So this is basically what we need to do. We need a screwdriver, and we need to take these screws off first, and then sometimes you can just, I'm so used to it now, so I don't have to use any pry tools or anything, and I can just pop it up like this. And one thing you always want to remember, that you want to take the battery off before you do anything else, because that's very important. It's just two screws right here. You take those two screws off and you just unplug the battery, so that way the phone is completely shut off. And what you want to do, you want to open these 5 screws here. And then unplug all the cables. And then quickly what you want to do, you want to take all the screws that are attached with this shield here. Is basically the shield under the touch, and it can hold the touch more better. And then the other thing we have to do is we have to take the home button off. And with the home button, you only want to use the original home button with the new screens, because if you use the old home button, what will that do? That will make the touch ID of the iPhones stop working. The only reason I'm using iPhones here, because they are easier to replace the screens, and they are not that complicated. But you always want to make sure you're doing a good job, and that's only comes with the practice. And here we're gonna take the screen off by, not the screen off, my bad, the speaker off, so we can transfer it to the new phone. We basically doing the assembly here, and this thing is little bit it glued down. If you can see here, it's really glued down, and it just doesn't come out by itself. So what I have to do, I have to heat it up, and I can take it off. So just give me 30 seconds, and I will be using my heat gun. I will be taking that off. So I'm back here, I heat it up, and now it just comes right off. The next thing we have to do, we have to take this shield off, and I heated that part too, because that's very fragile down here. If you can see, there's adhesive down here as well. And this is the whole disassembly. And this was the screen that was on before. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna quickly go ahead and install the screen. This was the old screen, as you can see, it's broken. And now we're gonna have a brand new iPhone 6 LCD, and we are going to reassemble that. So all you do, just put this in place, put all the screws together. Usually I have these screens already assembled. I try to be on top of things and have everything assembled, so when customers come to us, so we don't have to do all this work and we can have done quick repairs for them. So usually if everything is assembled, it just takes 2 or 3 minutes to put screens on the phone. That's it. Now this part is ready, and what are we gonna do? We're gonna put the home button. You always wanna make sure you install the home button that come with your old phone, because if you're using a new home button, some of the features in your iPhone are going to stop working. And you just put the home button together, you put all the screws in. As you can see, you want to make sure the home button is clicking. You don't want to like make it more harder, the screws. You don't want to put the screws inside more harder. So sometimes if you do that, it can make the home buttons not working fine. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and install the camera and speaker of the phone. As you can see, this is the camera. And that's the speaker. There's the speaker part we have. And then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna install that. We're gonna put 3 screws on top, and then our screen is ready to go. After that, everything is done. You always want to make sure everything is plugged back in the way you take it out. And you want to make sure all the flex cables are in all the way. You always want to make sure, and you do not want to turn off the phone unless everything is inside, because what will happen if you turn on the phone without everything going inside, that can make the phone burn. Everything is in place. We're putting all the shields on top, so all the flex, you're not required to use these sheets back on. Sometime I do that when I don't have enough time and I have a lot of customers, but I always believe this is the best way and is the right way if you always put the shields on, because that way if customers' phones drop on the water or something happens, they drop on the floor or something, that can, if the shields are on, that can save them a lot of money and a lot of less damage. Everything is in place right, and you want to make sure all the screws that were same size goes back. Now our phone is ready. All we have to do is just place it in line and close it, and put all the bottom screws on the bottom. And that phone is ready to go. Now you can see the phone is ready. It's turning on. The touch will be working fine, and that's it.